Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I want to talk about Love Island USA episode episode 8, I think it is. We have to get into episode 8 because girl, it was juicy. It was packed with all kind of emotions and everything, girl. And it was really good. I have to give it to them. Make sure you guys are coming into the video. You are liking up the video because we are definitely about to talk about the madness. Okay. Y'all know we got two new bombshells into the villa. That is Andrea and Nicole. Now, Andrea is primarily feeling Rob. And I think it may be touch and go when it comes to is it Aaron? Maybe. I can't remember, but I definitely know for a fact Rob is like the one, okay? And then you have Nicole who's kind of feeling Cordell, and then also Kendall, but I think Kendall may be more of her speed, okay? Now, the ladies chatted up because the newbies went out on a date or whatever with the guys. So when they come back, of course, they're updating them, letting them know everything that happened. Now, I don't know why Hannah wasn't really around for that conversation, but she did learn at a later time that Miss Nicole did kiss her man. And that's OP. Okay. Now, Andrea did let them know that she did kiss Rob. Okay. She definitely let them know that she kissed Rob, but she also said that Rob was respectful. And she said that she was the one to initiate it. And I think she knows that Leah is pretty sensitive, which is why she wanted to make sure she softened the blow to let her know, like, girl, I kissed your man. Not too much on me. Not too much on me, okay? Because, or not too much on him because I mean he was nice, he wasn't rude, he still really cares about you or whatever the case is or whatnot. And I actually initiated it, not him. I honestly, y'all, cannot remember who initiated it, but if Rob didn't initiate it, it was definitely going to happen either way because that's what it was, all right? Um Kendall and Hannah eventually have a conversation. And I really did appreciate the conversation that Kendall had with Hannah because he was just being completely honest. As if he really owes her anything at this point, right? When he already felt the way about the situation. She knew that he was going to be open after he found out that she had some interest in Hakeem, right? So yeah, I mean, nobody should be surprised at that really, but I will say that I like the conversation, he kept it honest about his feelings. He wasn't trying to lead her on, letting her know like what's up, like, yo, I'm really liking Nicole. Conversation was great, I believe they kissed, so he told her that. Like, it was a good conversation, and I think that Hannah handled it as best as she could because she knows she has no control over the situation. And I also think that she's considering the worst is going to happen. So she's trying to, brace herself for that. And I think she also knows if she acts crazy like Kayla, crying all over the damn place, it's not going to be helpful for her either. Okay. So I think Hannah is handling this pretty well. Okay. Now, Cordell did take Miss Nicole away for a chat, honey. They did go and they chit chatted for a second. I'm just not seeing the vibe between them at all. Of course, they talk about his tattoos and stuff. He showed her the tattoos and things and showed her the name Nicole and said that it was for his aunt that passed away. I believe he had like a little canary bird or something like that. So he had some type of bird that was tatted on him, and he told her that was about his grandma, and that his grandmother said when she passed, she's gonna come back as that, and all of that. So it was a cute moment with Cordell, but it wasn't really cute with them together, if that makes sense. It made you be like, oh, Cordell, okay. I'm like, it's good to know more about you and the meaning of your tats, and a little bit about your family, whatever. Like, we appreciate getting a little bit, you being a little more open over here, but you two still are not connecting how I would expect you guys to connect. It was definitely giving that Cordell is just like a space filler right now because she can't be near Kendall at this time. I do feel like Kendall is the top choice, okay? As I'm going throughout the episode, okay? Now, Kayla and Aaron do have a conversation, and he does keep it honest with her. Now, I really was not expecting him to really keep it honest with her, but I am glad that he did, Shout out to him. He kept it honest with her. He let her know that they kissed. Kayla, I know she was screaming on the inside, but she seemed to be pretty understanding. I think that she may have already expected that to be a possibility, considering how things went with her and Connor and how she fell into the kiss with him and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, that's what happened. They ended up kissing. What else? Oh, she did ask him about whether or not he felt the same attraction towards the new girl as he did when he, was with her. And I think that he said that there wasn't one. Okay. I don't think that he said he felt any way. Like, of course, he was attracted to her, but I don't think that it was the same. But I think he wants the time to see if it could be like a stronger connection or whatever is going on with them. Okay. So she tells him, listen, if you feel like you're gonna have a stronger connection with Andrea, then that's fine. Like, choose her, because I really don't want to be your second choice, to be honest. Okay. So there's that. So at this point, she is starting to realize that he hasn't been clear, though, okay, about how he truly feels about her. She feels like she's put it on the table, but he hasn't been as clear with her, all right, about things. So that's been a problem. All right. I think she feels like it's been very apparent to everybody that she's crazy about him. She knows that he likes her, but she doesn't know if he likes her enough to just be all in with her, right? So that's what's going on at this point. After hearing Kayla express more, Aaron is kind of second guessing things. So he's like, well, dang, I don't know what to do, because, like, listen, I don't really want to hurt Kayla's feelings, but I also want to explore like this connection or whatever with Andrea. But because I don't want no damn drama, like, I'm probably gonna fall back. And I'm like, I don't know if that's the good. I mean, I feel like at this point you might as well just go for it. I mean, it's not like you really locked down. You might as well go for it. And I mean, I just listen. Either you gonna tell Kayla that you want to be with her all in, or you might as well just go for it. I think somebody else is gonna turn his head, probably, especially at Casa More, child. Um, but I mean, I don't see. I mean, go for it. But I also think that it was easy for him to make the decision to fall back, considering the fact that I think he too could see the connection between Andrea and Rob. I think that he sees that more, and that's the real reason that he probably fell back, not just because he was concerned about Kayla's feelings. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the episode, when he sits back and he is sitting with Kayla and he doesn't go stand to the front, I know to her that gives confirmation that, oh, this is his way of showing to me that he does care. He does want to really like be with me. This is him making a statement. And I'm like, is it him really making a statement? And I'm just saying that because I feel like I know how Kayla is going to think. Is it him really making a statement? I feel like he's going to have to say it as well. But I also feel like he already knew what was up when it came to Andrea and Rob. And that's the real reason he sat his ass there. But y'all let me know how y'all feel and what y'all think about that, okay? Let's get to Rob and Leah. So he lets her know that he and Andrea kissed and that he does like her. So at this point, he does want to get to know Andrea. Listen, I appreciate this coming from Rob, because from what we saw in the previews, I was not really expecting Rob to be honest. Okay. I was expecting him to play in this girl face and all of that, as he had already did, talking about oh, if you ever have anything to worry about, I'll let you know. Like, I'll let you know if you have anything that you should be worried about or whatever. So there's that, okay? So yeah, I thought, I mean, I'm like, but you had already told the girl that you were open. So that's why I feel like he was playing in Leah's face, because it's like, just tell her that you already told the girl that you're open. You could have told her then. And then you're like, oh, if you have anything to worry about, then I'll let you know. Whatever. So anywho, he updates Leah. He lets her know that he kissed Andrea. He really likes her. He wants to get to know her. Leah is trying so hard to act cool, but baby, Leah ain't got a cool bone in her body. Leah does not know how to act cool. Leah gets in her feelings very quickly, and I'm not saying that she shouldn't. Okay, but girl, don't be a Kayla. Don't be crying all over the place, because then you're gonna get on my damn nerves. Okay, so yeah, Leah trying to act cool, and she's really trying to accept the fact that he could possibly like leave her. At least that's what I think that she's thinking in that moment. I also think that she's trying to act cool because she doesn't want to look like Kayla is crying all over the place. Okay. Now Rob laid it on thick with Andrea. Well, he didn't really lay it on too thick, but he kind of laid it on, you know what I'm saying, a little thick. He was sitting up there with her over there, in the little day bed, soul ties or whatever. And he was just like, listen, I like you, girl. Like, I really, really, really like you. Like, you, I like you. oh, I like you. Like, he was giving all of that, really. Okay. And he's like, when I'm with you, it just feels good. Like, I feel good when I'm with you. It's just like, yeah, likewise. Like, it's the same. Like, I feel the same way as you do. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. They over there bonding or whatever like that. Um, Listen, y'all finna be bad. I want to see the connection. I want to see what's going to happen between Andrea and Rob. I do see a more steamier connection than I see with him and Leah. I do. I will be honest. And maybe that's the sexual chemistry there. Maybe Rob just want a bone. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just want a bone or something like that. Maybe a little horny borny. But I see the chemistry and it's giving more so sexual. So I would like to see what else they got in common and how they vibe more than him and Leah. Not that there's anything wrong with him and Leah. I don't think that they were incompatible. I think they were a cute couple and everything. And I think that they had a vibe. And I do think that there were some sexual chemistry between them. It just was not as strong as he and Andrea. So we've gotten a chance to see how Leah and Rob vibe. So I would like to see. Okay, even though I felt like Rob was playing in the face just a little bit at one point, I would like to see the Rob and Andrea and see exactly how far it's going to get in my personal. Now, Andrea talks to Aaron. She tells Aaron that she's not in a place to convince him to pick her. And she doesn't think she's meant for him because he put her. Hold on. Was this Andrea telling Aaron this? I'm trying to see if those were the notes. Okay, so Andrea tells Aaron that she's not in a place to convince him to pick her, and she doesn't think she's meant for him because he put her in this situation. No. Did I write the wrong names? I got to go back and see that. I can't remember that part. Y'all might have to scratch that. I can't remember who said that because I wrote Andrea, and this is what she tells Aaron. But I'm looking at my notes because I can't remember the episode, and I'm like, why would she need to tell him that? I feel like this is what Leah told Rob. I feel like Leah may have told Rob that she's not in a place to convince him to pick her. I think that's what it was. I think, yeah, that's exactly what it was, actually, y'all. I'm sorry. When they were in the soul ties, so basically, Leah got the battery in her back that she needed from Liv. Liv is messy. Liv is there to cause chaos. Now, I am not here for Liv by far. I am not here for her. I would like for her to go home. But girl, if you're going to be in the house, you better keep up a little bit of mess. Okay? Because you encouraged Leah to take her ass upstairs. Leah ran upstairs. Let me tell you, Liv was like, I'm tired of you hoes standing around here crying and talking and telling me everything and how y'all feel. Go tell that nigga. Okay, so of course Leah runs up there, abiding by whatever Liv told her. She goes up there. She's like, "What's up, lovebirds? Can I talk to you?" And he was like, "You want to talk to me?" She was like, "No, I want to talk to her. I want her to come with me." "Yeah, I want to talk to you." I said, "Oh yes, come on, spicy mama. Give me a little piece of spicy mama, But yes, I think that was Leah that told him that. So when they had a conversation. I think she said she was not in a place to convince him to pick her, and she doesn't think he's meant for. Or was that? Y'all, I done got myself all confused. Or was that Kaylor? I think Kaylor may have told Aaron that. Girl, scratch that. Y'all probably remember better than me. But it may have been Kaylor that told Aaron that she's not in a place to convince him to pick her, and she doesn't think she's meant for him because he put her in this particular situation. Whatever, child. Okay. Leah feels like a pushover and says that he is going for what he wants while she stays down. Okay. Basically. So she's over there talking to the girl. She's like, I feel so stupid. Okay. I've been over here giving this man a chance. I've been trying to bond. I ain't been trying to get to know nobody else in the house. Nobody else that came in because I'm all in on Rob. Meanwhile, Rob is out here going for what the hell it is that he know. Okay, this is the second time he over here connecting with a whole nother woman, and I feel a way about it. Here go Janae talking about some, please stop. And I'm like, why should she stop? Okay, she tells this girl, no, I think I'm telling Janae, please stop. But anywho, Janae says to her, I think you're jumping to conclusions. And I'm like, how is she jumping to conclusions? Aaron tells her that she's spiraling like he did the other day. And I'm like, she's not spiraling right now. I feel like she was spiraling the other episode when she went to hell off on him because she saw that Connor was was making a statement when it came to Janae and being more affectionate with Janae than I guess what she's gotten from Rob. I feel like that's probably when she was spiraling because then she started to compare her connection. But now I don't think she's spiraling. I think she's coming to the realization of what the hell is really going on. Okay, so anywho, while they're upstairs, you got the you got who is it? You have Rob and you also have Andrea. So they over there bonding over a spider, which was really weird. Like Rob was able to put the spider. Girl, that spider would have been dead to the bed. Okay, it would have had no more soul ties because I would have clapped it. Do you understand? So he picks up the spider. She's over there touching the spider with him. The spider jumps on his face, then into his hair. This man did not flinch or anything like that. Like, girl, he loves creatures in general. The things that people would normally be afraid of, is obvious that Rob is not afraid of it at all. Okay, so they up there bonding, and that's when I think Leah got the battery in her bag. Liv is tired of hearing her like, girl, why don't you run your ass upstairs? And that's when she went upstairs. She pulled Rob for a conversation. They had the conversation. All right. Rob tells her that he's sorry for how she feels, but he likes Andrea and he believes that there's something there and he wants to explore it. Right. So he says, listen, I don't want to hurt you, but somebody gonna have to get their feelings hurt. And he ain't never lied. I'm not trying to hurt you, but like, that's just what it is. You are gonna have to get your feelings hurt in this game. It's very unfortunate. Okay. Especially if y'all haven't had the conversation to confirm that he is all yours. All right. Now, Leah tells him that he told her he had nothing. She had nothing to worry about. And now here they are. Okay. So she's feeling the way you told me I ain't had nothing to worry about. But yet here we are. Now, Leah does have a point about that because you told her that should she have anything to worry about or whatever the case is, you were going to come to her and tell her. But she the one that came to you and told you. Now, granted, she did not give him the adequate time to tell her that after he had that conversation with Andrea. I would have liked to known once that conversation would have wrapped up, was Rob going to come to Leah and say, hey, I just had a conversation with Andrea. I just want to give you a heads up. I'm inclined to believe that he wasn't going to do that, considering the fact that you didn't even tell the girl from the beginning that you were open to Andrea. You downplayed it. So what the hell is really going on? Okay. So she ended up having to bring that conversation to you. All right. What else? I feel like he has a right to explore it. I do. I think the only thing Leah should really be upset about is not so much as him exploring a new connection, but she should only be upset about him not letting her know that he's open to exploring that connection with this young lady. That's the only thing I think she should be mad at. I don't think she should be mad at him for too much longer. Like, girl, why? That's what y'all there for. So then as they're talking, he gets emotional, child. He gets frustrated. Okay. He gets real frustrated with her. He gets emotional, frustrated because he really does like her and he's afraid of hurting her feelings or whatever like that. But he got to, at the end of the day, do what's best for him. Let me tell y'all something. Rob over there crying, walking off, laying down on the ground like his stomach hurting and shit. I loved it because I said, finally, it's a man all over the damn place crying. And I'm not seeing Kayla's ass crying in the kitchen, crying in the bathroom, crying in the room, crying over everywhere, just all over the damn villa, crying her eyes out. I'm tired. Let Rob cry. Let him suffer with his emotions and struggle with what the hell he got going on. Okay, yes, we love to see it. I'm glad that you're stressing the hell out. But then also, Rob could have been playing in the face just a little bit. Just a little bit, because when that girl said that you told me I ain't got nothing to worry about, and here we are, you know, you could have said, you're right, I was wrong for that. Or you could have said, my intentions was to let you know that today after I had the conversation with her. You could have did that or something, but instead you flipped it and got to crying and everything and acting so damn stressed out. He came back to her and says that he really likes her and he thinks that she's an amazing woman, but he doesn't know if she's the woman for him. And this is where Leah kind of pisses me off sometimes. When a person tells her something, she don't always hear what they say. She often hears what the hell she want to hear sometimes. So she says, so you're saying that I'm not the person for you? He said, I didn't say that. I said, I don't know. I'm trying to explore my connections to see if you are. I didn't say that you weren't, girl. I was like, now, you know that man didn't say that. You know he didn't say. It's like you want to be stabbed in the gut so bad so you could just move on. I feel like Leah's the type of person you really got to hurt her feelings for her to like move on. Some people are like that. Okay. But anywho, he says that she doesn't listen. I said, ooh, it's giving that a little bit. He says that you don't listen to me. He says you cut me off a lot, and it really hurts my feelings. It makes me upset because I don't say a lot. I don't talk a lot. Okay, baby, that's real interesting right there. If you feel like you don't talk a lot when it comes to her because you're doing a whole lot of motherfucking talking when it comes to Miss Andrea, boo. Hello? Okay, girl, you better check this man. So anywho, he says that he feels like they sexually don't have a groove. And I said, you a sexually don't have a groove ass lie. Y'all definitely got something. Stop lying. Okay? The thing is, it may not be as strong as Andrea, but y'all definitely got something going on. Okay? So he gets all upset. He's crying and stuff. He walks off, comes back, yeah, do the most. He says, I need some time. He says, just give me 2 seconds. She was still trying to explain. He said, just give me 2 seconds. He says, you didn't even ask how I feel. Whatever it was, girl, it was given. He was putting his best performance on. He was in his feminine energy for sure. And when I tell you, I was over here cackling. Okay, because Rob got to crying. He was all on the ground. Rob went to the pool, took the shirt off. First of all, Rob got a nice body. Okay, Rob. Rob went to that pool and just jumped straight down. Like the way he just jumped in the pool, girl, like he was ready to sink to the bottom. I said, is Rob? I said, is Rob about to drown himself on national TV? What the fuck is going on? Like you put yourself in this situation and then now you want to get frustrated with somebody. It was crazy. Girl, that boy went and got in the pool and then hid under the deck. Do you hear what I say, girl? If you would have gotten in the pool and like nobody would have knew Rob ass was in there because he literally hid from all people and all cameras. Girl, I was on the floor. I thought it was too funny. I'm like, Rob, baby, you can't be in that much turmoil. You can't be in that much confliction. Okay, so Leah goes to Serena and she tells Rob, like, he said that he doesn't see me sexually. Like, we don't have that. And then Serena said, don't you dare let that motherfucker make you feel like you're not that bitch. Don't you dare let him make you feel like that. I said, okay, don't you let him do that. Only for Leah to cry even more. Girl, I said, it ain't working, Serena. I said, it ain't working, Serena, girl. She crying even harder now, girl. Because I guess she feel like she really ain't that BIT, girl. She crying hard. It's a mess, girl. This episode had the people in shambles. Yeah, I want to see the connection, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all probably gonna be upset, but I would like to see where Andrea and Rob is really going to go. I want a moment to see what's going to happen. All right. I would like to know if he separates from Leah, if he's going to get jealous as he sees her with other people. I'm just wondering what the dynamic is going to be. Is he going to miss her? Is Andrea not going to be all of what she cracked out to be or what he assumed she would be? What does that look like? I would like to see it. I would like to see it, okay? Serena and Janae. So Serena and Janae over there talking, girl to girl, sister to the sister. Okay, so they talking. And I am so glad. Okay, so after Serena and Serena and Leah had the conversation. Leah said she's not sleeping in the bed with Rob. Rob said he needs some space. I'm not finna fuck with it, right? So then Serena was like, well, girl, you're not sleeping out here by yourself, but I'm sleeping out here with you. Like, and that's just what it is. I'm not finna have you out here. Loved it. I'm like, that's how you do your friends, girl. Don't let them be out there by themselves. Like, yes, I love it. Okay, so that was nice, okay? She needed the support. Serena gave her the support. All good, okay? But before her ass went outside, she went to Cordell and told him that she was going to be outside. She gonna sleep outside with Serena, not Andrea. I'm about to say everybody named Leah. And it sounded like she gave him a kiss. I thought she gave him a hug, but then I also thought she gave him a kiss. And I said, girl, I thought you wasn't into that man. So you be giving this man mixed signals, right? So when Serena and Janae sat down, Janae asked Serena about it. Like, what was that? She was like, I like how you had gave him Cordell that hug or whatever like that before you ended up going back outside to go to sleep. And I said, yes, Janae, for asking the question because I am confusion. And I wanted to know about that too. So it appears that Miss Serena is now back interested. Okay, Cordell is back on her radar. She says that one thing that he did that she really likes was the fact that he fell off of her. Okay, he gave her the space that she needed, and now that he has given her the space, she's like slowly wanting to get back. Now she's not all in just yet, but she's liking where the friendship could potentially go and where it could lead up to, right? She appreciates him respecting her boundaries with things. So that's what's going on, okay? Now Cordell does learn from Janae that Serena ain't completely gone. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because my girl is loving it. He was like, all right, bet, cool. He said, I'm just gonna act like we ain't even had this conversation. So when I saw that, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how y'all felt, okay? But I do feel like your Cordell got some work he could do. Okay, I do think he got some work he could do. But I'm still here for Cordell and Serena just a bit. I mean, I appreciate her feeling like he ain't it, and maybe she needs somebody else to come into the villa for her to really know whether or not he's it. Because I would hate for him to think that he has an opportunity with her, and then another bombshell comes in that's a guy and she's into him, he get his feelings hurt all over again. So I would hate for that to happen. But when I heard that she was back interested, I was like, yes, there may still be some hope for Cordell and Serena. So we'll see how that's going to play out. Now, Hakeem decided he finna pull Nicole for a chat, and they ended up having a good chat. I feel like this was the best chat that I've seen Hakeem have, because he does come off extremely annoying. I hate his laugh because it seems so fake. It doesn't seem authentic or anything. You know how people code switch? I think that we're getting a different code that he has switched to as he's on this show. That's just what I think, and I could be wrong. But yeah, they ended up having a decent chat, though. He was trying to win her over. He was trying to pull a Janae, like Janae pulled Connor to the side, had a chat, and then next thing you know, she teamed up with Connor. She chose Connor. Connor didn't necessarily choose her. So it's interesting to see that people are still here for the, what y'all calling it, Jaconnor or whatever y'all calling it. I'm like, we gonna see, okay? So that's what Hakeem was trying to have. He was trying to have him a Hakol moment, okay? Or Nakeem moment. And it did not pan out that way. Now, Rob and Leah do talk again later. And she said that she didn't understand him saying he doesn't like women easily. But he likes Andrea. But then, now see, first of all, earlier she didn't like the fact that he said that he don't like women easily, but then he's over here liking Andrea so fast. So she mentioned that to him the other night. But it's so funny because she tells him the same damn thing later on. You didn't understand it, but then you're telling him that, like, I don't like people easily, but I really like you. It's like, girl, y'all a mess over there. Y'all are a mess. So he tells her he doesn't want to have any regrets, and he doesn't want to hurt her, but he wants to be true to himself. And I think that he has a right to be true to himself. I do think that Rob does care about her. I do. I think that he deserves the opportunity to explore another connection. It's just about how you go about it. And I just don't like how he went about it and not keeping it 100 from the very beginning. Okay. But we shall see how it's going to play out. But when he said that he wants to explore and just get to know, see where it could go, just see what's up. She says, which pisses me off again. She says, so it's over. You're saying that you're over it. I said, why the fuck would you say? He didn't say that. Why are you not listening? You like to be stabbed in your stomach and in your heart. It's what it's giving in order for you to move on. Like, I don't know. Just hold what you got. He's here. He's exploring. What you should have been doing, keeping the door open. I don't know, y'all. Leah kind of irritated me tonight. Anywho, it's time for a little piece of shuffle. All right. And girl, I love the shuffle that they did, baby. They did not have the girls just stand up there and choose. And I love it. I love it so much because it was like, we ain't giving y'all no room for confusion, BIT. It's not going to be no confusion here. This is what it's giving. You're going to know if your man is interested in this girl because he's going to stand his ass up there and let us know that he's interested. It's not going to be she's going to pick him, but he's telling you one thing or whatever else, like with the Liv and Rob situation. Baby, I loved it. So when they said, boys, if you got, I think one of the bombshells got a text, whatever. Guys, if you're interested in any of these bombshells, come to the front. Cordell said, what you mean? Right now, baby, I loved it. Cordell got up. Hello. Kendall got up. Hello. Hakeem got up. Oh, okay. And baby, they just looked around for a minute, and then Rob said, I'm sorry. Baby, everybody heads turned like, what'd he say? Girl. Rob got up. But here's the gag. I feel like even if Rob would have sat his ass down, I think they still would have given I feel like they still would have given Andrea the opportunity to choose Rob. Because all of those guys that stood up, she never connected with. She never had a conversation with any of that. Those were primarily choices for Nicole. So if Rob would have never stood up, they would have sent another text. Watch what I tell you to Andrea and say, you can now choose any of these guys that you would like. And that still would have been another shakeup if they would have did that. But anywho, baby, Rob came to the front. The way Miss Leah was looking, Leah was pissed, baby. She was so mad. But I'm like, all of the upsetness, I just feel like you shouldn't be surprised. He's been trying to communicate to you. You've been wanting to hear what the fuck you want to hear. Okay? I can't be 100% with Leah on this, okay? At all. He's been trying to communicate that and tell you, but you only want to hear one thing. He sat down, he chilled. And for the sake of your feelings, he was going to sit there next to you. But for the sake of his own feelings, he got the fuck up. And I don't really fault him for that. I'm sorry. He got up. She felt the way. She over there telling this boy, fuck you. She mouthing, fuck you. And he's like, say what? What you say? And she said it again. I cannot. At first, she wanted to say something, and she was like, I can't. And then Serena said, say what you want to say. She was like, don't worry about it. And then Liv said, girl, who cares? So then she was like, fuck you. Girl, it was a mess. I loved all of it, okay? Now, we look back at Aaron because we was wondering if Aaron was going to get up too. But Aaron didn't. Aaron sat comfortably with Kayla. He rubbed her shoulders, making her thinking that she was secure. But let me tell you something, Kayla, baby, you're not. If another blonde-headed bombshell comes in there, you're going to have some problems, possibly. If he does stick with you in my personal, it's for the sake of the show. But let's keep going, okay? Andrea, when it came down to it, Andrea chose first, baby, and she chose Rob. As we all knew, girl, Leah was sick. And I loved how Andrea was looking. She looked like she wanted to laugh. Like, girl, it was so I loved it. I'm sorry. I loved it. Nicole chose Kendall as expected, which I was kind of happy about because now it sends Cordell back to where maybe he and Serena can have that conversation and they can get an understanding. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully real quick. Okay. Now, Thursday's episode, girl, that shit finna be a fucking mess. Because I told y'all that I wasn't all in on no motherfucking Connor and Janae. And now it appears that Leah and Connor may be connecting. Now, I have to be honest and say, this episode, I don't know why it crossed my mind when Leah didn't have a partner. It was in that moment that I was like, Leah ain't got him no more. I wonder if she's going to try to start connecting with other guys in the villa. Who could she possibly connect with? And I'm not going to hold y'all. It definitely went to Connor first. And I say that because not only is Connor's first choice a blonde head, I also feel like his first choice is not a black woman. He did not pick Janae. Janae picked him. Yes, they had a conversation. Yes, they had some sexual chemistry or whatever the case that was going on. Yes, he's very attentive, but it seems like they may be having a conversation with each other. Now, I don't know who pulled who to the side, but we saw Janae over there crying and she's feeling away. So it seems like Janae and Serena have been very supportive to Leah's ass. So if Leah is over there connecting with Connor, I will feel like that might be a bit shysty. Just a bit. But then I haven't seen the episode, so this is just me judging before we see it. But I also kind of feel like you might be doing her a favor too. Okay? Saving her from him. So that's a mess. But wouldn't it be crazy if Connor and Leah got together? Somebody else came into the villa that connected with Serena, and then Janae connected with Cordell, and then Cordell and Janae was actually vibing with each other. Child, that would be some shit. But anywho, child, That's what's going on. Thursday is going to be a hot episode, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't even think we're going to get no new bombshells yet. I think we just going to be watching. Well, that would be interesting if we do. I wonder if somebody's going to get eliminated, number one. And I also wonder if we're just going to be watching the cast to see how they feel about the new couplings. I feel like that's going to be what Thursday's episode is about. But girl, it's getting good. All right. That's all I got at this time. Y'all make sure y'all like up the video, honey. I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jami, that's me. Like, subscribe, all of that. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.